Martin, and I'm here to demonstrate some ideas on how I break in new reeds. I take out reeds, I put them in a glass of water, and I let them soak for a couple of 3 minutes. You don't want to soak them too long because they get waterlogged quickly. That's not a good thing, but you want them wet and moist to try them out. And then I first give it a cursory blow to see what's going on with each reed. That reed is not a candidate. So we move on to reed number 2. That reed obviously shows some real possibilities. The first thing I do with a reed, however, is sand with either this tool or a regular emery board tool, which actually is a little easier to use because sharp edges of the reed bother my lip. So I want to be very comfortable with the reed in my mouth. So I sand those down. The second thing I do is I want the tip to fit the curvature of the mouthpiece. Actually, this one fits fairly well. Sometimes reeds are a little flat for this particular brand mouthpiece that I use, so I sand down the very tip of the reed, but you want that to fit. In other words, that fit that really makes the reed vibrate exactly right with the mouthpiece. There's an optimum placement of the ligature as well. You want the ligature, for me, the ligature down halfway. I used to see Dexter Gordon, and he would have a ligature all the way down to the end, but he had a whole different physical way of playing the saxophone. See how this feels now. That's getting there. It's almost there. A little more off this edges. And what happens after the reed dries back out a little bit is it gets stiffer again. Your resistance comes back up. So the whole goal is to gain optimum resistance for yourself. You want to start out a little on the heavy side in terms of resistance because they're going to come down. Reeds get softer. So we use this sanding tool to maybe bring it down, to resurface the reed basically. And this tool works well. It's got a nice medium grade of sandpaper on it. So that's a good reed. So I would immediately put that in this holder. And then we'll go on to these other 2. So the point is to not have to spend a lot of time doing this. You want reeds that play quickly, and I found Rico reeds are very good about that. They come out very well balanced. That's a very good reed. That's very good. That's usable tonight.